What's up everyone, it's Firebolt the Gamer here for another Breath of the Wild video. And real quick before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know some news. So me and my good friend Jacob from Ninja Boy Gaming are starting a new collab channel. It's going to be called Ninja Bolt Valley, and it's not out yet. It's going to be released soon, hopefully before summer. I'll put a link in the description and at the end of this video once that channel is launched. We're still going to keep our original channel, so don't worry about that, but we just thought it would be cool to make a collab channel where we post all of our videos together. Well, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Today we're talking about how to kill Lynels. Lynels are one of the many enemies in Breath of the Wild. They are these monstrous giant man horses that will tear you to pieces if you don't know how to deal with them. But that's what we're here today for. Alright, so the Lynel we're going after is right up here. Now before we jump right into the battle, I wanted to let you guys know 2 tips that I've found are really helpful when fighting Lynels. First tip is always try to stay as close as possible to the Lynel. That might sound a little bit weird, but I'll explain why in a second. The second tip is try to get as many flurry rushes as possible. So why would you want to stay as close as possible to the Lynel? Well, that's because if you go to a higher elevation or get too far away from the Lynel, he will get out his bow and try to shoot you with shock arrows. Now these do a whole lot of damage, and his accuracy is really good, so this is not what you want to try to get to happen. You want to stay as close as possible to the Lynel. I'll explain how to do that in just a second. And basically, if you don't know what a flurry rush is, if you can manage to dodge or parry an enemy's attack at just the right time, it'll go into slow motion and sort of let you attack him as many times as you can. So you can try to do that. Now the Lynel's weakness is that he telegraphs his attacks. It's really easy to predict what kind of attacks he will use. Now most Lynels you're going to find will have a sword, but they can also have a giant club or a spear. I'll explain those Lynels in a second, but basically it's going to be the same for every Lynel. Now what I recommend doing so he won't try to shoot you with arrows is sneak up on him, or another option is to use the Lynel mask if you have it. Now this won't fool him forever, he'll eventually realize you're fake, but it'll at least give you enough time to get up close to him so he won't try to shoot you. So now I'm going to take this off, he realizes I'm fake, tries to attack me. This is his basic first attack. You see we got the flurry rush right there. He'll just come at you and swipe with his sword, and that can just be backflipped easily. So I got a flurry rush there, but since I paused the game, that canceled. He'll also do that thing where he'll swipe at you, backflip that as well. Just keep attacking him as many times as you can. So he'll usually just keep doing that over and over. He'll just slash you, backflip it, get a flurry rush. Now he has some other attacks too, besides that. So I'm going to cancel out the flurry rush to show you these extra attacks that he does. There's one where he charges at you on all fours. Sidestep that. You'll know because he puts his sword away. He'll charge at you with all fours. Alright, let's get a new weapon. Maybe this one. And you can sidestep that. He's also got a charging attack where he'll charge with his sword. Hopefully he'll do that in a minute so I can show you. That you can backflip. Alright, you can see he's just doing his same attack over and over. Backflip it, get a flurry rush. Not that hard. You can see the Lynels aren't all that difficult when you know how to fight him. Once you do enough damage to him, he'll try to shoot you with fireballs. I just got hurt, but it doesn't do that much damage, and you can easily sidestep it if you know how. Alright, get another flurry rush. Let's just keep doing this until the Lynel's down. Now another tactic you can use is try and shoot him. Whoops, he got me. Try and shoot him in the face, and that will droop him down on all fours. And you can go up and mount him and just basically attack him over and over. That's a really useful technique to use. Now let's see if we can finish him off. And bye-bye. Alright, that's basically it. You can see I pretty easily took care of that Lynel. I didn't even have to use any food. So that was the weakest form of the Lynel, obviously. So you're going to find much stronger Lynels if you're farther on in the game. That was a pretty decent sword if you're early on in the game. But yeah, that's basically how you're going to kill a Lynel. It's not all that hard. Now, the more powerful Lynels, like the Silver Lynel and White Maned Lynel, they'll have some extra attacks, and I'm going to show you those real quick. So there's a Silver Lynel in the Colosseum ruins that I'm going to try to go to real quick. Now, one thing I did recently learn about Lynels is that they'll actually rank up based on your progress in the game, and they're actually the only sub-boss that does that in this game. Basically what that means is when you first start out this game, most of the Lynels that you're going to find are going to be regular Lynels or blue-maned Lynels. Those are the two weakest. And once you progress in the game, once you're at the point that I am, which is basically all the divine beasts, all the shrines, all that, most of the Lynels will be silver Lynels or white-maned Lynels. This is really important to keep in mind because you saw that Lynel that I just fought, that one always stays brown. But other than that, there aren't any brown Lynels in the game or blue-maned Lynels, really. It's mostly all white-maned and silver for me. So this Lynel that I'm about to fight in the Colosseum ruins, it might not be silver for you, but it is for me because I'm really far into the game. So the one attack that the silver Lynels do have, obviously, aside from just having a lot more HP and a lot more powerful weapons, they'll basically do this thing where they create a force field around them and make a giant inferno of fire. I'll show you that in a second. That's usually the first attack they do. So you can see I put on the Lynel mask again. He notices me. Gonna sneak up to him. And immediately, once I take it off, he's gonna do this attack. You can see, look, he does that little cloud around him. He'll stab his sword into the ground. Boom. So you can easily try and get a headshot on him while he's in that position. It's really easy to do that. Or you could just run away like I did. It's really no big deal. So this Lynel actually is basically the same. He's got a one-handed sword. He's got a lot more HP, though. And I'm not going to kill this one, but that's basically the gist. So that's the extra attack that they have. I hope this video helped you know how you can fight a Lynel, and let me know what other video ideas you have for me. And if you'll take a look, if you do a lot of Lynel hunting in this game, you can get insanely powerful weapons. Look at this, 84, 79, 58 attack power swords. You can get those easily from silver-maned Lynels. I will do a video explaining more in depth how to get those weapons really soon, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. See you all. Have a good day. Peace.